Greetings, everyone. I'm excited to welcome Anshul, co-founder and CEO at Vodex AI. Anshul, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Ben. Thanks for having me. Really excited to be here and
Y-
talking about Vodax.
Yeah, great to have you here. So let's dive in. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure. So yeah, I am an engineer by profession. So I started my career in back in 2010. I joined a company here in India. I worked for that company. It's a IT company. I spent like around 8 years in that company. And in 2014, I got an opportunity to go to London, for a project from that company. So when I was in London, I was working on a project where we were building skills and programs for Alexa, like voice bots for Alexa, those kind of things. So that got me interested into, voice bot in the world of voice bot. And that is back in year 2014. So I purchased my own Alexa devices. I started creating, custom skills and those kind of things, and I was doing some freelancing work. So I registered on a freelancing site that I can create, custom Alexa skills, voice bots, chat bots for businesses. And a lot of people, started approaching me that, hey, can you build me a chat bot? Can you build me a voice bot? And I started learning more and more about it. And that's when I realized this is something huge, AI is going to huge. This has huge opportunity. So in 2018, I resigned from my company. I came back to India. I started my own company into building chatbots, voice bots, those kind of things. And we ran that, it was kind of an agency. We ran that agency for almost like 3 years. And then we decided to pivot into, one particular area, which is like voice bot over phone calls. So we're thinking like a lot of customers were asking, can you build a voice bot over phone call, which can really talk like a human, which can do sales, marketing, lead generation, lead qualification. Initially, we built some simple projects, but then we realized we need to build a product. It's like a SaaS product which can serve this kind of requirement. So that's how this idea of Vodex came. We created that product. We pivoted to this one particular niche, uh, AI over phone call, which can do sales, marketing, those kind of thing. And yeah, it's going great since then.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I love that background and that history and working with Alexa. And I went to your website, tried it where it said, hey, call me. And it called me on my cell phone and it did sound like a human. So that was
Amazing.
great. Yeah, I love that and asked a few questions. So it's
Awesome.
pretty impressive. So yeah, definitely if you're listening, check go. We'll talk about how to find more at the end of the show here. But yeah, let's talk about Vodex. Tell us a little bit about what products and services Vodex offers.
Absolutely. So Vodex is basically a platform which helps businesses engage with their customers and prospects over phone call. Okay, so it's kind of a phone call automation system, but there is no human involved. It's all AI based and specifically generative AI based. I'm sure everyone nowadays knows this Chat GPT and large language model. So you can think of like we are using the same technology over phone call. So just provide a script, like a script you would provide to a human telecaller, and this bot is ready to make phone call like within 10-15 minutes. It will make calls about sales, marketing, lead generation. If you tell the bot that, hey, ask 5, 10 different questions, the bot will ask those questions over the phone call, and it can transfer the call to a human agent if the bot thinks the lead is really qualified. Or it can say, sorry, whatever, you just need to provide a script and the bot will follow that script. It can even send SMS and WhatsApp, and we are bringing email integration as well. So a complete sales cycle, it can be automated using these voice bots. So that's what we are doing at Vodex.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. And so what do you think the perception is today? I mean, we're used to those kind of robocalls where it's
Yeah,
like, hey, whatever, like your flight's coming up or whatever it might be, then they hang up on you or from
absolutely.
your pharmacy. But what do you think? What's the feedback that you're receiving about bots, calling a person to engage them, and that perception of talking to a bot?
Absolutely. You know what? That's a very good question. Very good point. You brought it. And till now, I would say like till last year, till 2020, 21, the bots were not that good. They were very like rigid, very fragile. If you ask any question out of the context, they will say, sorry, I don't know. I cannot answer that. And that was what frustrating customers, when you ask something, let's say you get a call about your flight and you have a custom question like, hey, I have this 25 kilos of bag, or I am traveling to this destination. Is there a flight available? And you have some question that you want to ask to the bot, and the bot says, sorry, I cannot answer that. That frustrates a lot. That was the frustrating point. So now after this generative AI technology, the solutions that we are building here, the bot can understand what you are asking, and even if you ask something out of the context, the bot will answer that question. If not, it will transfer to the human, but our try is that the bot should be able to answer 80 to 90%, queries. The more context you give to the bot, the more answer it can give. So that makes customer really happy. So after this bot, when we talked to our customer, they said, no, they are really happy. They have listened to the call recording that the bot has done with their clients, and the bot was able to answer most of the questions. So, because of that, the customers are really happy. And now the perception is changing. The customers are okay to talking to the bot if the bot can handle their queries and if it can answer their questions.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense because I guess we're used to calling all those customer service lines and we talk to bots all the time and not even thinking about it. And yeah, it
Yeah,
is so frustrating when you ask a question the bot doesn't understand or it sends you back to the beginning of the menu and everyone
absolutely.
right gets so frustrated. So this is just the other way where a bot's calling the person. I love that because I did a test question and asked, "Hey, tell me about how your product can help a sales professional," and it answered right away. So I assume, yeah, you're training it up with all the literature data for that company so it can respond to all those questions.
Exactly. Exactly.
And and then who's your ideal customer are you going after? Like what types of industries are you trying to hit up first?
Absolutely. So we are starting small. So right now we are focusing on real estate companies in the USA market, the lead generation companies which are already generating leads for different clients. So they are loving our product for lead generation, lead qualification use cases. Our ultimate target is, the banking, finance, BFSI industry, insurance companies, those kind of things. But eventually we'll go there. Right now we are kind
Mhm,
of target low hanging fruits. So digital marketing companies, real estate companies, basically we are targeting B2C companies, those
mhm,
companies which wants to reach out to consumers, and mostly over phone calls. Automobile companies, they do calling to know if you're really interested in buying some cars. Real estate companies are interested in knowing if you want to sell your properties, buying your properties. Those kind of use cases are like really, really, most people are coming to us for those kind of use cases. But it's kind of a horizontal platform.
mhm.
Basically, any industry can use this thing. Yeah,
Yeah, and in the industries you're mentioning, it sounds like at first target you mentioned, B2C, so targeting those the big volume where there are just tons of right, tons of people that you can call and doing that
absolutely.
at scale, which makes a ton of sense. Now, do you see this moving into B2B, say like a SaaS company and trying to generate, customers and it's like higher price point products? Do you see it
Yeah,
going into B2B as well?
absolutely, absolutely. You know what? Like a lot of time, people have some custom questions. Let's say I came to your website and I want to know about your product, your services. I have some question. So what service we offer is we provide APIs which can be integrated with your website. So as soon as I enter my number on your website, I can get a call from you and I can
Mhm,
ask questions, like what services do you offer? Can you do this or can you do that? And I'll get that answer instantly, like within 10 seconds. So that is also possible. We already have a API, which you can integrate in your website,
mhm.
and you can have a button which says call me in 10 seconds, and your website visitors can get a call within 10 seconds. Humans might forget to call in, like even they will call in like 5 days or 7 days. But with this technology, you can call in like literally 5 to 10 seconds. Like you say, you have already experienced on our website,
Yeah.
that kind
Yeah.
of more interest, more trust in the brand.
Yeah. No, I love it. I see, yeah, huge use case. So it makes a ton of sense. So what year did you found Vodex?
Sorry, I didn't get your
Oh,
question.
what year did you found the company?
Oh, what year? It was last year, 2022.
Okay, 2022 found the company. And what do you have a headquarters location? Are you all virtual right now?
No, we have headquarters. So we are based out of Bangalore, India. So Bangalore is like already a Silicon City in India. But
Mhm.
so yeah, we are based out of India, but very soon we might have offices in United States as well.
Okay, great. And then what's your current team size?
We have around 20 people right now.
20 people. Okay, great. And just started last year. So are you pre-revenue? Are you generating revenue right now?
We are already generating revenue. We are already doing more than $40,000 per month, and it's growing 50%, I would say, month on month.
Oh, Oh, that's great. So 50% growth, about 40K MRR. So that's awesome. Great to hear. And then, so this will be an interesting question. So tell us about your go to market motion. Are you using your product to find customers, or how are you finding customers right now?
We are doing that. That's a very good point. We are doing some call. But apart from that, right now we are heavily relying on partners. We have
Mm,
got a lot of people who are interested in selling our product to their customers. Like I said, this digital marketing companies, these CRM companies in the States, they are saying that, hey, Anshul, I want to sell your product in United States. Like they already have 100, 200 customers, right? Like a digital marketing agency, they have customers like real estate company, home insurance company, plumbing companies, roofing companies. They already have clients. They are already generating leads for them. So they want to use Vodex. Plus these CRM companies, they want to integrate Vodex into their platform. So that is working really well for us. Apart from that, we are heavily relying on, social media like LinkedIn and YouTube. We create a lot of videos where we
mhm.
give demo of our product. I'm sure you might have seen some of our videos. If not, I will share with you. But yeah, those videos are creating a lot of interest. People are coming to our website and then we convert them into free trial, and then our sales team go to a meeting with them. And yeah, that is working well for
Okay.
us.
Okay. That's great. Love it. Yeah. So relying on that partners and then those lead gen companies who see that immediate value. And let's talk about the capital scene. How much capital have you raised to date?
Right. We have raised around 310K US dollars,
Okay.
310K US. Yeah.
Okay. So
And
it looked like a 310K pre-seed.
pre-seed. Exactly. Yeah. That was pre-seed round. We are looking to raise another $2 million. Sorry,
What
I lost.
tell us
Yeah. Yeah. No.
oh, yeah. And yeah, the little tell us about the fundraising scene in India right now. How is it a good market? Is it a difficult market?
Last 6 months, I would say, have been difficult, but I think it's a global phenomenon right now. Like funding is a little bit slow, but apart from that, a lot of funding is happening, especially in this AI space, generative AI. Yeah, funding is going on there, uh, and especially if you have a nice product, if you're giving values to your customer, then yeah, funding is available. I have talked to a lot of VCs and investors, and they said that a lot of money is with them right now. Kind of they are holding it right now because they are seeing this geopolitical, scenarios and those kind of things. But very soon we will see very good amount of funding, maybe from early next year. Yeah.
Okay. And so you went the pre-seed route. So you went the investment route versus bootstrapping. So tell us a little bit about that for other founders who may be in that similar situation of should I just bootstrap? Should I raise a little money? So tell us your thoughts around raising this pre-seed round.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as I told you, like we ran an agency for 3 years, right? Before starting this company where we focused on phone call automation. That agency was completely bootstrapped. We haven't raised any external money in that agency. And that was like my first venture. And we were not clear, what exactly we'll be doing, what will be our business model. What we were doing in that is like, just come to us, give your requirement, we'll build a chatbot, voice bot for you. So we experiment a lot in that. We figured out what business model works for us. So I would suggest is until you are clear with your business model, until you have a product which you can scale with low human resource, right? Until then, do not raise funding from investors. Once you have a product which is working really well, once you have a team which can produce output, once you can see a visibility of reaching to 1 million ARR, once you reach there, then you can start thinking about raising funding. So once we created this product and once we know that this is going to be huge, then we went to investor because investor wants return, right? 10x, 100x return on their money. So you need to show that kind of growth to investors. And that is possible once you have a really scalable product or service.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. And when you raised the 300K, did you have a product? Did you have an MVP? Where was the product at that point in time?
It was an MVP. We had a product. It was MVP, as you said, but it was a working product. It was able to showcase value. We had some initial customers, although they are not very high paying customer. We were generating like $1,000 to $2,000 at that time per month. But it was a working product, and we were able to showcase the vision, the future potential. Where the world is going and how this product will be able to serve large market. So yeah, it was MVP was there, but it's always good to have an MVP, when when you're reaching out to investor. Like it's very difficult to get funding at just an idea stage.
Okay. And yeah, now that glad you mentioned that. Want to talk any lessons learned in that fundraising round? And you mentioned it's hard, it's nice if you can have an MVP to show investors. Any other lessons learned in that pre-seed raise?
Well, a lot of lessons learned actually. Revenue matters a lot. If you are generating revenue, that immediately increases your valuation, and you need to working on cutting edge technology. Team matters a lot. If you have a really good background, a team with really good background, that matters a lot. Also, I would say you need to focus, that is very important. Like there are a lot of companies which says, I want to do this and this and this and this and a lot of different things, but they're not good at one thing. So it is very important to you to focus on one thing, and it's important to scale also. Like if you're not a $1 million ARR company, it's very important to you to focus on one or maximum two solutions that will help you reach to 1 million ARR. From there you can diversify to multiple verticals and all, but till then focus on one thing and create multiple channels of lead generation, multiple channel like inbound, outbound. Focus on multiple streams of lead generation, but focus on providing one value to a customer, like one solution. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that insight. And then, Anshul, as you manage your business at this stage, generating 40K of MRR and growing pretty fast, do you have a favorite number or metric that you're focused on right now to guide your business?
Absolutely. So we track how many calls have been triggered through our platform. That is one thing. Obviously, the sales number, how much sales we have done, we track it on daily basis and obviously on monthly basis. Plus, we feedback NPS score, how is our customer rating us, those kind of things. And yeah, there are lot of internal metrics, but these are kind of the main ones.
The top ones. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, really appreciate your time today. So as we wrap up, Anshul, tell us what's coming up next for the company.
Absolutely. So we are coming up with a lot of cool features. In Vodex, we are bringing a technology where a voice bot can talk in like 100 plus different languages. So you just upload English document with, let's say, details about your company or, your sales script and something. And let's say a bot calls to a person who is not good in English, but he can speak in, let's say, Spanish or French. The bot will immediately switch into Spanish or German or whatever language the person is speaking in the same voice, even without changing the voice. So that will make that person, so much comfortable that person can speak now in Spanish and the bot will be able to understand and respond back. We are coming up with that email integration. As I said, that is coming, which means if the person says, can you send me a proposal? Can you send me a quotation? The bot will be able to send that proposal and quotation customized for that business. Apart from that, we are coming with a lot of integration with CRM like HubSpot, Salesforce, Zapier, Integromat, that is coming. And there's one more thing on which we are working. It will not come immediately, but it will take around, let's say, around a year or so. And that is cognitive ability, that the bot will be able to think like a human and it will be able to, build relations. So let's say, Ben, you have traveled to, let's say, California last week, and you said to the bot that, hey, bot, whatever, let's say the bot name is John. So if, let's say you say, hey, John, I'm traveling to California, call me like next week. Call me next week on Friday at 5 p.m. something. The bot will be able to call you on Friday at 5 p.m. without any human intervention.
Mm.
The bot will automatically trigger the call and it will ask you like, hey, Ben, how was your trip to California? Hope you enjoyed it. Those kind of thing. So those kind of thing we are bringing into Vodex very soon. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, that's great. So a lot of great things coming. So Anshul, really appreciate your time sharing your experiences and insight. And if listeners would like to learn more about Vodex, where should we send them online?
Absolutely. Though. So the website is vodex.ai. That's Vodex, vodex.ai. So they can visit our website and they can see, overview of what we do. As you said, like they can try the live call also. There's an option, talk to our voice bot. Just enter your name, email address, and phone number. Make sure you enter the country code as well because this is an international software. So +1 for United States and the phone number. And then just, yeah, you can talk to the bot, you can listen to the voice. And we have our YouTube channel, which is listed down on the page. So we have a lot of videos, tutorials, how to use this platform, some demo call recordings and all. They can experience that. We have a Discord channel. The link is on the website. So they can connect on Discord with us. We are always there on our Discord channel. always answering questions. So yeah.
All right, appreciate that. So if you'd like to learn more, check out Vodax, Vodex.ai to learn more and try out the call feature. I tried it. It's very cool. I'll call you in about 10 seconds and you can have a conversation with the voice bot, which is pretty cool. So Anshul, really appreciate your time today and sharing your experiences.
Thank you so much, Ben. It was really nice speaking with you today. And thank you so much.